Hello, fellow world-class riders. So today I am answering the question, is yoga good for horse riders? Okay, is yoga good for dressage riders and all equestrians? And here's the thing, I am an actual certified yoga instructor. And for some reason you see a whole lot of equestrians, I'll call them, on YouTube or on Google who are not actually certified yoga teachers. And maybe they know of a couple of stretches because they YouTubed it or Googled it. But do they actually know the real reasons and the benefits behind yoga? Now, I do. So that is why I want to shed a little bit of light on it and really dive into the whys and the what, because the truth is there are some yoga poses which could be counterproductive to equestrians. And so if you are not a certified yoga teacher, and if you are not a certified equestrian coach like I am, then you might be giving some bad information. So something had to be done, and that is why I'm making today's video. So first of all, I just want to dive into what is yoga. Okay, what is yoga? Because in the US, we have this really misconstrued misconception of what yoga is. We either think it's some kind of hippie stuff where you sit and you go for an hour, okay? Or we think it's this fitness yoga. So for example, hot yoga, okay? That's not yoga. And fitness yoga, I mean that they're using it to get a sweat. They're using it to try and throw their leg over the back of their head. You know, they think that you have to bend like a pretzel in order to do yoga. That's not yoga, okay? Now, yoga came from India. I actually lived in India for 2 years. It came from India. I was studying it very in depth when I lived in India. I was working at various horse stables, and it came from India. And basically yoga is designed, if you think about it, okay, it makes sense. It's designed to help you in meditation. Because if you've tried to meditate before, and if you have any body pains or injuries or whatever, which a lot of us horse riders do, okay, it's very difficult to sit still in meditation and have a peaceful, clear mind if your back hurts or your neck hurts or your shoulders are slouching and you're stiff and the chair is uncomfortable. And, so if you have any kind of physical, it doesn't even have to be body pain, just discomfort, then it makes the path to meditation a whole lot more difficult. So that is the true purpose of yoga, is actually to strengthen our body, but it's also to relax our mind. It's to prepare us for meditation. It's to give us that feeling so that our bodies are strong. They are comfortable to sit in a comfortable position. Okay, you don't have to have a pretzel pose. And so that's basically what real meditation and yoga is. Okay, so it's not hot yoga. I lived in India. I can tell you hot yoga is sitting in New Delhi in summer trying to do yoga. That's hot yoga. Okay, you don't have to turn on the heater for that. So how does that apply to horse riders and dressage riders and equestrians in general? And here's the truth. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can actually do some yoga poses at home with your horses without having to have access to a, local riding instructor or a certified yoga teacher like myself who can marry the two. Okay, I'm going to tell you how you can do that at home safely, safely. That's the key word here, without injuring your horse and without injuring yourself. Because if you do it wrong, or if you do it wrong with your horse, bad things can happen. So how does it benefit horse riders? It makes us more flexible, definitely. Why do horse riders need flexibility? A lot of dressage riders, they think that they just need to sit straight and, perfect or whatever, and that there's not a whole lot of movement, but actually that's not true. And if you're going to be riding horses more than, 5 minutes, if you're going to be I want to ride until I'm 90, I want to be like the Queen of England, I want to ride in my 90s. So if that's you and you want to be riding for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, horses are animals. They have brains, they have minds. They have anxieties. They have things which trigger them. They're just like humans in that aspect. They have personalities. They have a past. I have a thoroughbred. She has a past. Okay. She has a past before she came into our lives. She had things happen to her. Okay. So yoga helps you to clear your mind. It helps you to clear your horse's mind, get you guys connected together. It helps you to be more flexible. It helps you to focus. It helps you with your core strength, which we all know we need core strength. Okay, it does help you with toning your body. It's a little bit more like swimmer's body. or the equestrian's body, okay? Equestrians are usually thin athletic. They're not super beefy and very muscular, okay? That doesn't help them in horse riding. But it's that kind of toned, thin athleticism. So that's what yoga helps you to do and helps you to achieve. Why is it so important, though, for equestrians, especially to do it right? And I want to say what doing yoga wrong with horses looks like, okay? And I'm just going to say this, and this might, pee off some people. I really hate when I see some of these yoga girls doing yoga on horseback, and they're doing like trendy yoga stuff that you would see them doing on the mat, but they're doing it on, their horse bareback and on their spine, and they're just doing all these crazy poses just to kind of say that they did yoga on horseback. That's not what yoga on horseback should look like. Okay, period. It's not. They should not be. If you want to do like gymnastics on horseback, like that's vaulting. Go and do vaulting. Those horses are huge. They're muscular. They're like walk sofas. So they can kind of handle the gymnastics on horseback. But for you, on your normal horse, whatever your horse is, you should not be doing crazy, weird, extreme yoga things on your horse. Okay? So what is safe? What is safe for us to do? First of all, there's a whole lot of exercises we can do off of the horse. Okay? Normal yoga exercises, which we can do off of the horse, which are going to benefit us greatly in the saddle. And there are some safe exercises which you can do on the horse, which actually don't affect the horse in the sense of it doesn't affect their spine, it doesn't affect their balance, and the horses can also feel that relaxation and that connection from us because it's going to help us deepen our seat, it's going to help us relax, it's going to help us to breathe better. It's going to help our horses to relax and breathe better. So if you have a speedy horse, it's going to help them to chill out. If you have a lazy horse, it's going to help kind of activate them a little bit, energize them a little bit. So yoga is a little bit of both, okay? It's energizing and it's relaxing at the same time. It's strengthening and it's toning, but it's also like allowing you to mentally focus and relax and not have anxieties or stress or take things too seriously, which we do very easily, okay? So like, again, I could go on and on and on about the benefits. How can you do yoga at home with your horse in a safe and fun way without affecting their spines and anything like that, and without worrying about not having a actual certified like yoga teacher who knows horses in your immediate local area? Well, we do have, okay, I'm super excited about this. We do have our guided audio riding lessons, and I just released a yoga for horse riders lesson. Okay, it's 20 minutes long. It has a little bit of introduction in the beginning because not all of us know about yoga. And all of these poses are extremely gentle. Okay, they should never, ever, ever be extreme. But there are beginner, intermediate, and advanced versions of these poses. And they're all done in the saddle. You don't have to be bareback and barefoot. They're all done in the saddle and they're all gentle. They help with your upper body. So if you slouch a lot with your shoulders, this is going to help open your shoulders. This is going to help you sit a bit taller in the saddle. There's so many times where, especially like the older you get, and if you work in an office job a lot, like you really need this, but there's so many times that if we're riding, especially if we're riding long hours in the saddle, our bodies start like gradually slouching and slouching and slouching. And the reason is because we lack the muscles to maintain it. So if you're having a hard time sitting the trot, okay, for example, you lack the stomach muscles, but the problem is you're probably overcompensating somewhere else, which means you might have a little bit of, let's say, lower back pain when you ride if you try the sitting trot, because you don't have the stomach muscles, so your back is trying to overcompensate for it. Okay, so these yoga poses are going to help you actually activate the correct muscles without overkilling it, and to allow the wrong muscles that are trying to overcompensate to just like relax and not do their, like not take over the job for the other part of the muscles. Okay. So those are a few benefits that I can definitely say you're going to gain if you join the guided audio riding lessons. You can do a 7-day free trial and you can do this yoga lesson for free. So there is a link down below in the comments and in the description. Go and sign up for these guided riding lessons. It's me. I'm talking you through the entire process, so you can be on your horse while I'm explaining these yoga poses to you, and I'll count them down for you. I will, I remind you to breathe, and a whole bunch of different things. So this 20-minute guided yoga on horseback session, anyone can do it. It's super gentle, but it's going to make a big impact in your riding. So I would definitely suggest to go click the link down below, grab your free trial now before it expires. And and enjoy that yoga for horse riders guided audio lesson. And I'm super excited to hear from you guys. Comment down below if you have suggestions for me for future guided audio riding lessons. I have a whole list of lessons that are going to be coming out soon, and there's quite a few already it's a private podcast basically, which you would have access to for the next 7 days during your free trial. But if you have ideas for either yoga on horseback exercises, or if you have ideas for riding lessons, which you would like me to do for those guided audio lessons, let me know. Let me know in the comments, because I'm going to prioritize what you guys want. Even though I have a whole long list of things, I'm going to prioritize what you guys want. That way you can have a little bit of personalized lessons. Woo! And this is going to help if you're a dressage rider. It's going to help if you're a jumper. If you're a jumper, I just want to say, we live on adrenaline, and we live on let's ride fast or let's jump. Yoga is actually so beneficial because real jumping, it's dressage with jumps. Okay, it's dressage with obstacles. So if you don't know how to do dressage, you're going to struggle in the jumping ring, especially when the jumps get bigger. Okay, so this yoga exercises is really going to benefit you because it's going to help you to calm down. You need that. Calm down, not just rely on the adrenaline, but it's going to help you with your core strength and everything what you need for that dressage in between the jumps. Okay, and it might seem like a minor detail, but here's the thing. The Grand Prix show jumpers, they're winning $300,000, and they won with a half a second time difference, or a second time difference. So that's what the difference is. It might just seem like, oh, it's just improving my turns by half a second. Well, that's the difference between no money and the $300,000 in show jumping. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I can't wait to hear from you guys in the comments, and let me know if you guys have any questions about yoga for equestrians or anything else. I love hearing from you guys. I know I get a whole bunch of emails and messages from you guys, and I really enjoy hearing from you. So that is all for today, and thank you so much.